Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the internet would like to proudly present to you the flop podcast of the world, the Road Dog Poet, the Badass Zaki, the Fillmore podcast.
And if you're not down with that, unsubscribe.
To the two people that are subscribed.
Yes. Well, thank you very much, by the way, for those two people listening. Anyway, let's get into it. We are looking at pop culture picks again. This time we're looking at 1998 to 2000. Again, we will be looking at movies, video games, and music albums from those years. So I think I'm ready to get started. Should I get started with 1998?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Okay, so let's start with, I suppose, movies.
Yeah.
So some honorable mentions: Meet Joe Black, Ronin, Saving Private Ryan, classic movie. The Truman Show, which was close, very close to being my number one, but my number one has to be American History X with Edward Norton and Edward Furlong. Genius movie, beautiful movie. What are your opinions?
Yeah, here, I agree with most of them. I also had Patch Adams with Robin Williams.
Mm-hmm.
I also had American History X, Truman Show.
Yep.
Nicolas Cage's City of Angels.
Oh, yeah.
Sliding Doors, a good movie.
Oh, yeah.
Close to winning was Big Lebowski.
Ooh.
Also released was Something About Mary.
Ooh, I forgot.
The Wedding Singer was also 1998.
The Best Man, the Better Man.
Jean-Claude Van Damme is Knock Off.
Come on, man. Okay, fine.
And my winner, though, is Chulo, baby. Rush Hour with Jackie Chan.
Oh, yeah, Rush Hour. Right. Wow.
And, damn, what's that guy's name? I forgot. It's Chris Tucker, yeah.
Chris Tucker, right.
Yeah, come on. Yeah. Such a good movie. Still funny. Your mama bought me this suit. Get your hands off this suit. I'll see you at church on Sunday.
Would you say that was a revival of the buddy cop movies, which were kind of died out in the 80s and early 90s?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, it was fresh. It was funny as hell.
Yeah.
And for once, I had like a black lead with an Asian lead as well, right? And
I hadn't thought about that. Yeah.
Jackie Chan's debut of a like proper English movie as well. So what a debut.
Yeah, I think that was actually Rumble in the Bronx, but this was the real big one, though.
Rumble in the Bronx is dubbed. This was the pure Hollywood
him
movie.
actually speaking English. Okay. Well, it was a great movie, and definitely I wouldn't argue with that. I still go with American History X just because how powerful it was. And it was good to see Edward Furlong after Terminator 2 in another big movie. Another good movie. Great acting. All right, awesome. Let's move on to music. So I had Manic Street Preachers, This Is My Truth, Outcasts, Aquemini.
Was there first.
And that's pretty much it. I guess I have to go for Outcasts, Aquemini in that case. Not a big year for me this year for music.
For me, I had DMX, It's Dark, and Hell Is Hot, because I had the album, which has... Oh, no.
Whoa, let the Rough Riders roll. R.I.P. DMX, brother.
I also had Aquemini, You and I, Aquemini, more like F. Ronaldo.
Deliver this to the audio, get a mafioso. Yeah.
My winner... This is like what was my favorite at the time. I don't know if that will be the same with Offspring Americana.
Oh, yeah.
There's some good simple rock songs in there.
No, man. Offspring. You can't go wrong with Offspring. Really catchy. Was it
Kids
Are Alright? Yeah, was that in that album?
Yeah, that was in that album.
And Why Don't You Get a Job and all that. Oh, yeah, that was a good album.
Well, yeah, Pretty Fly for a White Guy, all that stuff. I didn't like that song.
Give it to me, baby. All the ladies say I'm pretty fly for a white guy.
You remember it.
The Offspring were big at that time. Yeah, that was a good selection, I think. Let's move on to the video games. So I had a few in the list. I had Tekken 3, I had commandos behind enemy lines.
A lot of.
Alarm, alarm. Zelda Ocarina, even though I only played a little bit, but I'm going to play it again. I still have to mention it
Yeah,
because it was really,
yeah.
really sorry. But the winner, and there should be no surprise, is WCW
Bow, bow,
Nw
bow, bow,
Revenge
bow,
on
bow.
the
Boom, boom, boom,
N64
boom,
as
boom,
Zaki does
boom,
the
boom.
music in the back.
This is WCW versus NW for life, brother.
And that game is just so awesome to me. And yeah, it's just the best wrestling game series in my opinion. But those were my video games. What about yours?
I have some of the same. No, actually,
Yeah,
Commandos, Ocarina of Time, which I played a bit of.
yeah,
The first Metal Gear, which was really fun. I think I had the demo. Still need to go and play that.
yeah,
I'm gonna buy that and play that. I don't care. Banjo Kazooie, which was a very fun platformer N64. Played later in my life. Resident Evil 2 was released on the PlayStation 2. Cousin had it. Used to watch him play it when I was a
yeah.
kid. And also the winner, WCW versus NW Revenge.
Oh, well, for people who don't understand, who maybe were too young or missed it completely, what is that game by THQ and AKI on the Nintendo 64? Why is it so beloved, even all these years later, by many people? What do you think it is? Is it um, just I guess the way the game plays, the way it flows, or what is it? What is it about it? Do you think that makes it your favorite of this year?
I think it was. I'm looking at the Western release. It was the first time a wrestling game had completely different dynamics in terms of controls,
Yeah,
and the visuals are what they are. But it was very simple to play and easy to play,
yeah,
and it was not very arcadey. So
yeah,
it's a game you can put your time in
yeah.
and play and do the moves you want to do. Not like it's not moving 100 miles an hour, but yeah, it's the gameplay itself. It's so simple, so
Very
easy,
strategic too. Like you have to start with the lower grapples and you move the higher grapples, etc. And the specials were really fun to do. I think as
and
well.
also the roster for that time was amazing. It
Yeah,
had
the
a lot
roster
of,
was amazing.
of course, they had all the WCW guys, but they also had a lot of ex WWF
Right,
at
you
that
had
time
Macho
guys.
Man, Hulk Hogan, Bret Hart, Rowdy Piper. Fantastic fantastic roster of wrestlers, and that was a time when WCW was on top of WWE too. They were
And
about to lose it, but '98 they were still on top.
very important to know that what was like the competition at the time was you were playing crappy games like WWF Warzone and Attitude, which were terrible.
Yeah,
So like the even like the intros and like the cut, I mean, like the beginning, it was very unique for its time.
yeah.
Even the guys coming out to their music. Um, Not every wrestling game had that at the time, but yeah, all around this amazing game that you can still play today. So if you have core fun gameplay mechanics, it's a game that lasts forever, which
I
you would know
know,
about.
I know. I still play it. I checked. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I still play the N64, and I'm not embarrassed about it. And with that, let's move on to 1999. Let's start off with movies. I have quite a few here. Right, here we go. Sleepy Hollow with Johnny Depp, The Talented Mr. Ripley, Matt Damon, Any Given Sunday with Jamie Foxx and Al Pacino, Man on the Moon, Jim Carrey, The Insider with Russell Crowe and Al Pacino, Austin Powers, Behave, the first one, Office Space, 13th Floor, which is a great underrated movie, Fight Club, which was very close to being my number one, but the number one has to be, without a shadow of a doubt, The Matrix. And yours.
Few movies I would add is The Green Mile, Tom
Mm.
Hanks.
Oh, yeah,
10
yeah.
Things I Hate About You,
Oh, great movie. Yeah.
American Beauty,
Oh, no, I forgot.
and that was almost my number one. Fight Club and American Beauty.
Uh,
Uh,
yeah, I'll have to
they were.
go for, yeah, I'll
I'm
go for
still.
American Beauty over The Matrix then. I love that movie.
Yeah, I think the best movie was American Beauty, but I still think The Matrix, what it did, what it introduced.
Yeah, actually, that's a tough one, man, because The Matrix was a game changer.
Yeah, so I would. My favorite is still The Matrix, but I also have Any Given Sunday too. Eyes Wide Shut, Tom Cruise, What
Oh yeah.
kind of charade? And there was someone being murdered. Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence's life. That ain't high. That's low.
Oh my God! How often do we use that line? We are not going to say on this podcast why, when, and where we use that line, but you can use
In
your
the movie, is basically
imagination.
this. While they're really old, these guys are. These other thieves, younger thieves, are like prisoners, are like boasting how they get drugs. And then Eddie Murphy's like, "You gotta put that up to your ass. That ain't high. That's low." The upper room. We're gonna be in the upper room. I mean, it's such a funny movie. I mean, that's my favorite comedy of the year.
Yeah.
Talented Mr. Ripley, Girl Interrupted with Winona Ryder and
Oh, I've never
Angelina
seen that
Jolie.
movie.
Oh yeah, that's a really
Is that
good
really
movie.
good?
Yeah,
Really
and
good? Okay.
serious, yeah, but
I'll
yeah,
watch it.
John Claude Van Damme, yes, Universal Soldier 2.
You have got to be kidding me, man.
But yeah, the winner is The Matrix because great movie and what it actually did to cinema is
I
actually
have to
changed
agree
it.
with that. Even though I love American Beauty, The Matrix, you can't. I mean, that's like one of. It's a great movie, man.
I mean, yeah, a lot of these. Yeah, yeah. I would say Fight Club, American Beauty, Matrix were my top three.
Yeah.
Fight Club was amazing too.
Yeah, I mean, that was very close. That was very close. I had to think
What's the
about that one.
first rule of Fight Club?
All right, let's move on to music. I have Beneath the Surface by the Jizza from Wu Tang, Mos Def, Black on Both Sides, Blink 182, Enema of the State,
I
Eminem,
haven't
Slim
been this scared.
in a long time. I'm so okay. Anyway, Eminem, Slim Shady LP, Dr. Dre's 2001, but the winner is Scar Tissue when I.
I knew it.
Red Hot Chili Peppers, Californication, and you, Zaki.
Whew. I also have on the list Californication, Significant Other, Limp Bizkit. I did it off with a nookie. What?
The nookie. What? So we can take that cookie.
Slim Shady,
Yep.
Eminem's first album. I
Yep.
never meant to give you mushrooms, girl.
Girl, I never meant to bring you to your
to
world.
my
My fault. My fault.
But my winner is Work Sucks. I know.
She left
Blink
me
182.
roses by the door. Surprised it let me know she cares.
Serious,
Oh,
but yeah.
anyway, whatever.
Enema of the State. I heard that album the most. California Collection close, but that Enema of the State. I heard that beginning to end. Please tell mom it's not her fault. Ding, ding,
Adam
ding.
song. Yeah, going away to college. Adam song. What's my age again? Work. What was that? Work sucks. I know. What's it called? All the small things.
Yeah, all the small things.
Party song.
Everything. Everything. Yeah, the whole album was good.
I still forgot Californication, but Blink 182 is a good choice as well. I have to agree with that one.
Yeah, I'm going with my personal favorite of that year when I was young.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what it's all about.
Oh yeah. So and that was the year Ricky Martin.
He was living La Vida Loca. But let's go to the video games. I don't have that many here. I have Beavis and Butthead's point and click adventure, if you remember that.
Oh yeah, that was good. I need to play that again.
That was pretty good. GTA 2 was out that year. Command and Conquer Tiberian Sun. But the winner has to be NBA Live 2000 on the N64. What about you?
I have Silent Hill, released on PlayStation 1. Tony Hawk, skateboarding first one.
Yeah, that seems to be the best reviewed game of that year. It's the biggest hit. But yeah.
I played that at my friend's house. It was pretty fun. And part 2. Unreal Tournament, I used to play on the computer.
Okay. Good choice, good choice.
Winner looking back now, at that year I didn't care. Whatever, I played all the games, but Shenmue was also released, which was...
I knew you'd go for that one.
It was a game changer in terms of what it was trying to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now I can't play it because it's too slow paced. But
right, it was
a time open world, first open world, and just crazy.
Innovation. Definitely innovation.
Yeah, too much. Yeah, it brought a lot.
Was that before GTA 3? I think it was, right?
Or yeah, GTA 3 was 2001. So this was like the first real big open world game that
3D open world. Definitely open that door.
Yeah. So yeah, Shenmue for just what it did.
Third person. Yeah. Not a bad choice. All right, let's move to 2000. The movies. All right, I have quite a few here. Scary Movie, Bring It On, X-Men, What Lies Beneath, Gladiator, Battle Royale, the Japanese one, Man of Honor with Cuba Gooding Jr. and De Niro, The Beach, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, which is hilarious, American Psycho, but the winner, ladies and gentlemen, this is just my choice, Almost Famous. And now let's go to you. What are your 2000 movies?
Okay, Almost Famous, Wonder Boys with Tobey Maguire and Michael Douglas,
I never saw that movie. I think I should.
Me, Myself, Irene, Jim Carrey,
Yep.
High Fidelity with John Cusack, awesome movie.
I thought you didn't like that movie.
Do like that movie.
Oh.
Johnny Depp is Chocolat.
I saw Chocolat. It was delightful.
But my winner of 2000 is Sabrina, Get on Your Knees, American Psycho.
I knew it. I knew it.
Christian Bale's his best movie till now, I think. Yeah. American
Oh, you
Psycho.
think so? Really? Wow.
I don't know, but yeah, one of his best.
Yeah. I mean, I would agree with that.
I mean,
I
take
like-
away Batman. Yeah, I mean,
Insomnia
standalone.
is amazing too. Yeah, but anyway. Not Insomnia. I forgot the name of it when he loses all that weight, whatever that movie was. Anyway, that's not a bad choice. Let's move on to the music of 2000. I have Stadia Arcadium with Red Hot Chili Peppers, Pearl Jam's Binaural, Limp Bizkit's Chocolate Starfish, and the hot dog flavored water. Outkast's Stanktonia, but the winner has to be Eminem's second album, the Marshall Mathers LP. It was just the undeniable rap album of that year and one of the greatest of all time. What about you?
I think you were talking about The Machinist. That was a good movie too. But yeah,
Yes, The Machinist. Yeah, that was
in terms
Christian.
yeah, Christian Bale. But music for me, Marshall Mathers LP, Stan. But my favorite song was I Am. Whatever I say.
Say it. Oh yeah, me too. Oh man.
Nelly
Beautiful.
Country Grammar. I'm going down, down, babe.
Okay, Corral, L.A.
If you want to come and ride with me, yeah, good album. And but my winner is not Marshall Mathers. It's Iron Maiden, Brave New World. Your time will come.
Oh, I forgot about that. That was a good album. Yeah,
that was a good comeback album, Bruce Dickinson.
Yes, it was. That was after Bruce Dickinson had gone for a few years, and he had come back to the band with this really solid, really, really great album. Really, can't really disagree with that. It's a really good album.
Yeah.
All right. So let's close it off here with the games. Not that many here. I have The Sims, Red Alert 2, Command & Conquer, and Tekken Tag Tournament. Two other big games of that year were Perfect Dark and Counter-Strike, two of which I've never played, but Perfect Dark I have ordered for the N64, and I do want to try Counter-Strike at some moment. But yeah, that's it. Not much for me from games. What about you?
Games, yeah, not too much. I have Tony Hawk 2.
Yeah.
Perfect Dark, which I start playing now. But my winner easily is on the PC released first was No One Lives Forever when you are the agent Kate Archer.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome first person shooter game with very good humor, basically mocking James Bond.
Yep.
And also the first online game I remember playing with my buddy at the time.
Yeah.
Having a good time. So No One Lives Forever easily.
Speaking of, I think Counter-Strike was really legendary in that sense. One of the first online first-person multiplayer shooters that everyone used to play.
I think we skipped over it, but yeah.
Except us, yeah, we kind of missed it. I think I tried it a couple times at someone else's house, but yeah, I mean that's pretty much it for our 98 to 2000 review of video games, movies, and music. And that concludes the podcast, I guess. Any last words, Zaki?
No, that's it.
All right. I'm Poet. He's Zaki. This is the Fillmore Podcast. Keep listening. Peace out.